Hi guys, hope you're doing well. So, April ended, and I'm not really sure if I'm happy that the month finally ended or am I anxious that it is already the fifth month of 2025. And oh my god, it is scary how fast the time is flying by. But as always, I am here for a monthly recap video wherein I will be giving you all the masala and spice of what happened in my life in April. And there's a lot of tea to spill, so go grab your coffee, chai, or snack because we have a lot to unpack. So, सबसे पहले शुरू करते हैं by talking about me, like the most confusing person on this planet Earth. Like if you have been following my monthly update videos, you know that इस साल के starting से my goal was to fix my circadian rhythm and to become a morning person because apparently it has a lot of benefits जो कि मैंने देखे भी. But I don't know what went wrong and how my stars are aligned right now. But I am a night owl all over again, and oh my god, I am not complaining. See, when I was a morning person, everything was working out well. Like my sleep cycle was fixed and a lot of health benefits also I noticed. Even though मेरी sleep cycle काफी ज़्यादा confuse हो चुकी है once again, but I feel my body is more used to functioning this way. 3 महीने morning person बन के देख लिया. इससे पहले I was a night owl and I'm a night owl all over again. And I feel कि being a morning person is not everybody's cup of tea. Every person's body functions in a different way, and I feel मेरी body सबसे ज़्यादा productive होती है when I am awake at night because that is when my energy levels are peaking. So I feel that I am able to get a lot more work done. I've been sleeping at around 1 or 2 a.m. and I wake up around 8:30 a.m. and I think I will be sticking to this routine for a while now. I was not getting enough time to read a lot of books, and इसीलिए starting के 3 महीने में I read very few books. But this month I've already finished 2 books and I am on my third book. Now when I say this month, I mean after 11 or 12th April I started this month, क्योंकि उससे पहले मेरा मार्च का हैंगओवर ही नहीं खत्म हुआ था. रात में मेरे को काफी ज्यादा टाइम मिल जाता है, and because I am not a person जिसको बहुत जल्दी नींद आ जाती है, so that time I'm able to utilize for reading and I've been loving it. एकदम सन्नाटा होता है, nobody and nothing to disturb you, and that is just the perfect time when I love to get involved in a book and I just dive deep into it and I'm least bothered about what is going on around me. One of the best or the best highlight of this being a night owl again is the gossip sesh that I have at night with my brother. Like I missed it so much पिछले 3 महीने में because he is a night owl through and through and I was trying to become a morning person, तो मैं सो जा रही थी and he wasn't, and we were not able to have that many conversations. And oh my god, the kind of gossip sessions that we have at night are just unbeatable and I have been enjoying them all over again. We talk about just absolute random shit, and the amount of nostalgia that has been hitting me in April is crazy. Once the clock strikes 12 a.m., I don't know how we just go back to our past memories, the school life memories and all of that, and that has been hitting me so hard in April. And I think I'm still like having major quarter life crisis. Like I really want to just go back to my school time. That was one of the best time of my life, and I feel I've been missing it all the way more at this moment. I don't know why. I have started to educate myself a lot more. Like बहुत सारी different चीजें हैं that I've been learning. I've been learning to edit better, and I think आप लोगों को तो शायद से दिख रहा होगा. Like I've been trying to make my edits more interesting and engaging. That is what I've been working on. I've been watching a lot of tutorials and how-to videos. So that is one thing that I've been educating myself on. Another topic that I'm super dumb when it comes to is finance, and that is another thing that I have been working slightly on because that topic is just way beyond me. Finance की बातें मेरे सर के 20 किलोमीटर ऊपर से जाती है. So I've been trying to read books and watch YouTube videos about how to manage my finances better because I feel that is one skill that everybody needs to have. And also, of course, you guys know that I have been into the spiritual awakening path this year and I am still pretty much at it. And oh my god, the kind of existential crisis you feel once you start reading the Bhagavad Gita is just absolutely crazy. And now I'm way past more than half of that book and it is so crazy what my brain is going through at this moment, and I can literally not explain it to you in words. Like, it has literally been giving me mini spiritual identity crisis, like just an extended version of existential crisis. There are so many lessons, so many answers. That does not mean your questions would be answered. It will raise so many new questions in your head that your mind would go bonkers, like at least mine has been. So tell me in the comments if you have read Bhagavad Gita or not, and what is your experience. But like, I feel my brain is literally so confused at this moment. I have so many questions and nobody to ask those questions to. One thing that I, dove very deep into in the month of April has been astrology. Like, I have been crazily into astrology for some reason. I have talked to so many astrologers about so many different things, and it is just crazy how people just make money out of your insecurities, and that is really, really true. Once you talk to an astrologer, you will realize that they will tell you all the right things that you want to hear, and half or more than half of those are not even going to be true. So I have stopped talking to an astrologer. Rather, I've started reading more about astrology. That is another field that I have been very, into these days. I've been reading a lot about planets, effects of different movements, different stars, and all of those. You would look forward to finding a lot of answers about things happening in your life, in astrology, if that makes any sense. And that is exactly what I have been doing lately. And one thing that I realized is, if you don't know, my moon sign is Aries, and Aries में अभी साढ़े साथी शुरू हो गई है. Like, the Saturn's influence has started, and it is going to last for 7.5 years. And oh my god, I did not know a lot about this earlier, and I feel I was at a better place not knowing about it, because now that I know about it, anything that is going slightly wrong in my life, I am straight up blaming it on the Saraswati influence, like the Saturn's influence, and I'm just blaming it on the stars. And I feel I am a believer. Like, I believe in all of this astrology stuff, and I feel that I'm a little scared about this 7.5 years period, because apparently once the Saturn's influence start on your moon sign, everything slows down. Like, your progress slows down. You tend to become a lot more lazy, which I'm already like 100% at it, and I don't want to be any more lazy or any more unproductive. But there are, benefits also of it. So I don't know if you are a believer or not, but I am, and I feel it is crazy once you start reading it, and if you believe it, it will again drive you crazy. So everything mixed up, I and my brain has been literally going crazy, because there is just so much your mind can wrap around. And oh, it is just absolutely confusing, and it is just adding on to my, quarter life crisis. Also, it is just so hot lately, and also for some reason I'm not able to turn on the AC right now, and I cannot increase the fan speed because then the audio will be disturbed. So I'm just sweating, so ignore that. Anyways, from fixing my soul to dodging marriage proposals faster than Instagram reel, my life has been crazy this month. So I visited my hometown again this month. Like, I've been going there very often lately, but I absolutely love that place, number one. But also, I visited this time to attend my bua's daughter's wedding, and she's younger to me. And guess who became the center of attraction? Yup, me and my single status. When are you getting married? When are you getting married? I had no answer other than saying whenever I get a boy, because isn't it as simple as that? But as of now, I am absolutely single and nowhere even close to getting married. But that is not something Indian aunties can wrap their head around. I feel anyone here above the age of 25 would hard relate to this. Comment below and tell me if you have been in that situation. How do you dodge those questions? Tell me your tricks in the comments, and I'm going to apply those the next time anybody asks me the question. Anyways, that's not the only point. I've been facing societal pressure on. My career has been a hot topic of gossip all around. Apparently, if you're not a doctor, engineer, or an IAS officer, you are simply considered unemployed in the Indian society. Like, people are just simply not able to accept the fact that I switched my careers from being a software engineer into the beauty and the YouTube and the content space, and that is just so difficult to explain. And I have simply given up at this point. The amount of questions thrown at me is just absolutely crazy. I definitely have stopped answering them, but it does bother me when everybody starts picking up at it. I don't know why it is so difficult to understand that someone following his or her passion, it's not wrong, it's just not conventional, and not everybody is designed to follow the conventional path. But I don't think I will be able to explain it to all the people in this life, so I simply have given up. And I really wish that either either they understand or they stop questioning me about it. And yeah, those are like the two major fields in one's life, and both of those fields are very pressurizing on me at the moment. And yeah, I'm just trying to move along as much as I can and to try focusing on my work, blocking the outside noise. It does get to me sometimes, but I try to ignore it as much as possible. But yeah, now that we are done dragging the society, let's spill the real tea. Work, drama, and YouTube life. Work wise, I'm proud to say that I planned my month very well this time. 10 on 10 on paper, 7 on 10 on execution. But hey, progress over perfection, right? Like, I did work on the secret project that I was telling you, which is really big for me because I have been planning that for a very, very long time now. And to finally being able to take one step ahead to execute it has been really making me nervous, anxious, but very excited at the same point. Manifesting the successful humble queen energies in 2025. I just hope everything goes well. Also, there was a milestone that we achieved in the month of April, that was hitting 17,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely crazy. Thinking how fast we have been growing is just, touch wood, no nazars, evil eye, drop them in the comment box below, koi nazar nahi lagayega. But I've been so happy that we are achieving all our milestones, gradually, and I'm so happy, thankful, and grateful to each one of you. As I always say, you guys are the reason that I'm able to live my dream. I'm literally manifesting hitting 100k by the end of this year. I know it sounds a bit extreme, but you can at least aim big. Kuch to achieve ho hi jayega, but I'm really, really working hard, and I hope we make that possible. Now, that was YouTube, but Instagram has been giving me such a hard time. Like, I've been stuck on 2.9k, और followers बढ़ने की जगह घटते जा रहे हैं. Like, my reach has been good, but I am not ready to give up yet. But I feel अगर इसी speed में चलता रहा तो I might give it up one day. But I guess slow and steady wins the race, and also patience is a virtue, right? Which I lack, but then I don't have any other option also at this moment. Also, another thing that I want to share with you all, if you remember the March ka update video, I told you about a brand that literally, ran away with my money and ghosted me. It happened to me again. Like, I'm so stupid that I could fall into the same trap twice or thrice at this point. But April was such a scam month for me. At one point, I just got so annoyed and I feel so helpless at points कि इसमें मैं करूँ तो करूँ क्या, ऐसा हो जाता है. So there was this one brand who reached out to me for a campaign. There was this tan removal product, something of that sorts, and I was very excited for that campaign. I'll be very honest, क्योंकि आप सब लोग मुझसे पूछते रहते हो how to get rid of tan, और अभी summers आ रहे हैं, so I thought that campaign, that product would be a really, really, life saving product for me and you guys also. So मैंने वो campaign accept किया था, and of course you guys know I tried the product first and then only I promoted on the channel. So that was the deal. Now, I was a bit skeptical once I went to the website and I went through the product description. उसमें काफ़ी सारे ingredients थोड़े से मुझे confusing और shady लग रहे थे, and website पे पूरी ingredient list दी भी नहीं गई थी. But they did mention that the other brands use bleach and other bleaching agents in the products of this sort, but in their product there was no bleach at all, and they had used glutathione and kojic acid and all the good stuff. So I was confused for some reason. Like, my gut instincts were telling me that there is something shady, but then I did want to give it a try, so I accepted the campaign. The product reached, and the second ingredient in the ingredient list was hydrogen peroxide, which is a bleaching agent. And once I reached out to the brand POC, what they told me is it is not in a lot of quantity and it will not harm your skin. हम guarantee ले रहे हैं इस बात की. Like, guarantee क्या ले रहे हो? Once I put it on my face and if it burns my face and does anything wrong, what will I do with that guarantee, right? So I asked them that even if I use this product, I will use it on my body and I'm not gonna apply it on my face, and if it works on my body, I will share it in the video that the product contains hydrogen peroxide, and if somebody is allergic to bleach or does not want to use bleach like me on their face, so they must know it, and I will not hide the ingredients in my video. All they said is why do you want to mention bleach? I'm like, because it has bleach. And they were like, no, we will give you the script and you have to follow the exact same script. And I was like, no, I'm really sorry, but that is not how that works. And then this is what they said. They just asked me to back off, and they took that campaign away. I was like, okay, fine, ab thoda sa paise ke liye I'm not gonna lie on my channel, because even if one person gets harmed by that product, it will be on me, and I don't work like that. Like, my morals are way more than slight amount of money that you're paying me, because I feel I am here to serve you guys. I'm not here to serve the brands, and that is something that I want to be transparent about, and I want to tell you all the campaigns that I decline, so that you guys know that I do not take up all the campaigns and I do not promote all the products that I receive, because until unless that product really works for me, I do not tell you guys about it. That being said, another thing that happened was with this another brand. Now, this is the same brand that we talked about in the March month's update video, like the Shark brand. If you know, you know. So what happened is, this time the brand did not reach out to me directly. There was this agency that reached out to me, and they told me that there's a certain barter value that you will receive. Like, I would be receiving products of certain amount, and it will be a barter campaign, but I don't do barter collaborations. So I told them that their budget was very low, being such a big brand. Also, every time they do such chindi harkat, I'm telling you. But I was really excited to try out their new launches, so I thought ki barter mein I'll get a lot of new launches also. So I agreed to give those particular set of deliverables at 1/4 of what I usually charge, just because I really like the brand's products in the past and I wanted to try out what new they've launched. But what they did was, जो barter value उन्होंने promise की थी ना, उसके 1/3 amount के products they sent, and I told them कि you need to cover this gap up, because this is not what I was promised. So they told me, you shoot the video right now and we'll be shipping the products. ठीक है? So I shot the video, I got the video approved, and now they ghosted me for 2 weeks. Then I decided to tell them that I will back off, and I will be taking action against it. So what they told me was, the best they could do was give me 500 rupees. मेरी थोड़ी देर तक argument हुई थी, but I just protect my peace and my energy at this point, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. अब मैंने video shoot कर ही दिया था, so I did not want to waste that video, and also because the product was really nice, तो मुझे वो product आप लोगों के साथ वैसे भी share करना ही था. So फिर मैंने वो reel तो upload कर ही दी थी, and वहाँ तो मुझे काफी loss हो गया था. I feel कि अपनी peace और energy भी बचाना बहुत जरूरी है, तो कितना ही मैं बहस कर लेती हूँ उन लोगों से. They were very firm saying कि इससे ज्यादा तो हम नहीं कर सकते, अब आप देख लो. तो फिर मैं क्या ही देखती, मैंने वो वीडियो बनाई थी, मेरे तो मेहनत और टाइम गया था. Tell me in the comments if you want me to name the agencies and tell you all which agencies you should work with in case you are a budding content creator, because there are a lot of agencies that will scam you, and not once twice, every time they do the same. एक तो ब्रांड इतना महान, ऊपर से एजेंसी और महान मिल गई थी मुझे, तो मेरा तो बहुत ही घाटा हो गया था. बट ठीक है, आई थिंक इट इज अ लेसन लर्न, एंड आई नीड टू कीप दैट इन हेड द नेक्स्ट टाइम somebody promises me a barter value और मुझसे 1/4 में deal close कर ले, तो I have to be careful there. I'm very grateful also to work with a lot of good brands that are very professional and they treat creators the way they should be treated. But कुछ brands का तो कुछ कह ही नहीं सकते, सिर्फ Shark Tank पे आ जाते हैं, बट बाकी तो ऐसी की तैसी करके रख देते हैं वो लोग पीछे, एकदम ही चिंदी हरकत. I mean, ठीक है, fine. Let's talk about the real devil this month, which has been my bank balance after क्रेजी शॉपिंग. लाइक इतनी अच्छी सेल्स चल रही थी एवरीवेयर, नाइका, मिंत्रा, टीरा, काइंड लाइफ, कितने सारे तो ऐसे नई ब्रांड्स और नए वेबसाइट्स और प्लेटफॉर्म्स मेरे को दिखे जहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी सेल चल रही थी, एंड आई वेंट एब्सोल्यूट बोंकर्स. आई शॉप्ड सो मच दैट माई एंटायर अलमीरा इज filled with boxes. आधे से ज़्यादा सामान वो है जो मैंने आप लोग के कहने पे मंगाया है, the products that you wanted me to review, and yeah, I will be sharing a haul video very soon. I think the next video might be the haul video, and then you guys are gonna tell me which products I should review first, ताकि मैं उस हिसाब से products use करना शुरू करूँ, because I've got a lot of skincare and hair care products, and to test hair care and skincare at least 2 हफ्ते, like 15 दिन एक product को test करने के लिए minimum चाहिए ही चाहिए होते हैं, ताकि I can try and again test it out thoroughly to see कि ये कैसा काम कर रहा है और कैसा नहीं. So yes, the upcoming content is going to be really really helpful because सारे viral products मंगा के रख लिए मैंने. But my budget RIP, like I am literally broke at this point. I shopped so much that all my savings are just gone. And again I'm blaming it on the starters influence. I'm like कि ठीक है भाई 7:30 ही शुरू हो गए ना इसलिए मेरा इतना ज़्यादा खर्चा हो रहा है. And I'm just blaming everything on the stars and I'm just shopping and shopping. ये बोलते बोलते अब भी आधे घंटे पहले मैंने दोबारा से एक ब्रांड पे शॉपिंग कर लिया है. But there are just so many crazy discounts that I just cannot leave क्योंकि फिर बाद में prices बढ़ जाते हैं and फिर मुझे बहुत regret होता है कि यार सेल के टाइम पे मंगा लेना चाहिए. So इस बार I just shopped my heart out and retail therapied and how. Like I felt so happy, like my dopamine levels were skyrocketing after I received all the packages. But अभी मैं बहुत excited to start trying out all the products. But yes, other than that I got another haircut. If you can see, my hair length has gone short. This is all I have. And आज मैंने अपने बाल बिल्कुल नेचुरल रखे हैं. दिस इज द नेचुरल टेक्सचर ऑफ माई हेयर. मैंने कोई हीट ही नहीं लगाई आज अपने बालों पे. एयर ड्राई किए अपने बाल. एंड आई फील दिस हेयर कट हैज़ बीन सूटिंग माई वेवी हेयर. काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है. फेस फ्रेम भी हो रहा है अच्छे से. वॉल्यूम भी ऐड हो रहा है. एंड माई वेव्स आर ऑल्सो लुकिंग वेरी फ्रेश एंड बाउंसी. नीचे से थोड़े से डेड हो गए थे ना बाल, उसकी वजह से नीचे एंड्स पे कर्ल्स बिल्कुल होल्ड अप नहीं कर रहे थे. बट लेटली आई हैव रियलाइज्ड कि मैं ना बहुत कम अपने नेचुरल हेयर को वेयर कर रही थी बिकॉज आई वॉज ट्राइंग अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट कर्ली हेयर प्रोडक्ट्स जो कि बिल्कुल काम नहीं कर रहे थे मेरे बालों के लिए. दे वर जस्ट वेइंग माई हेयर डाउन, मेकिंग देम सो ग्रीसी एंड हैवी कि अगले दिन आई यूज टू वॉश माई हेयर एंड डू अ ब्यूटिफुल ब्लो आउट. बट देर इज दिस वन प्रोडक्ट दैट आई यूज टू लव बैक इन माई कॉलेज डेज and I thought to buy it again. Like I've shared that product with you all a lot of times. It is this curl up का cream, non sponsored. तो ये मैंने आप लोगों को पहले भी शेयर किया था. तो मैंने इसको वापस से खरीदा एंड लुक एट दिस. ये सिर्फ एक प्रोडक्ट मैंने लगाया, कोई जेल नहीं लगाया, कोई लीव इन कंडीशनर नहीं लगाया, कुछ भी नहीं लगाया अपने बालों पे. यहाँ तक कि डिफ्यूज भी नहीं कर रखा मैंने अपने बालों को. एंड दिस इज द रिजल्ट. एंड आई फील अगर आपके भी वेवी हेयर है ना, यू शुड गेट दिस प्रोडक्ट. इफ यू वांट मी टू मेक more videos on this topic, tell me in the comments. I would love to share everything that I know about wavy hair because I absolutely love my waves and I love maintaining them. Another new thing that happened in the month of April is I tried the very famous Thailand ka mango sticky rice. So one of our neighbors, like he's a family friend, he came back from Thailand and he got mango sticky rice for us. And some people in my family, like especially my mother and my brother, they absolutely loved it क्योंकि काफ़ी मीठा था. आम तो सबको पसंद होता है and they really like the flavor altogether. But I absolutely hated it. I don't know why it is so hyped and so viral all over the internet, but I did not like it one bit. I just cannot explain. Like the flavors did not go well for me, and also I avoid eating mangoes because I have an acne prone skin और आम खा के ना बहुत ज़्यादा pimples निकलने लग जाते हैं. So I think it has been 3-4 years that I haven't eaten mangoes properly. Flavor profile of that dish did not suit my palate to say the least, but I absolutely didn't like it. इसके अलावा I don't think I tried anything new this month. I just had absolute trash the entire month. I had so much junk food, momos and ramen every other day I was having. So diet wise the month wasn't great and exercise wise also it wasn't very great, but thankfully I haven't gained weight yet. I don't know how that happened, but yes, I did not gain weight, but I again see fat accumulating around my body again. So I think May has to be a month wherein I have to try to get back on a proper diet and an exercise, something like some form of exercise or movement in my daily routine. वरना फिर वापस से I will start gaining weight and पूरी मेरी मेहनत बर्बाद हो जाएगी पिछले 2-3 महीने की. And also इसकी वजह से ना it affects my skin a lot. Whenever I start eating trash and stop working out, my skin breaks out and how. And अभी तो I wasn't even drinking water properly. That being said, take a water break. Also I got this new sipper. Stanley का ट्यूब है, इतना महंगा तो क्या ही खरीदना, मैंने 1100 रुपए का खरीद लिया था. And it is really really great. It is spill proof. You can travel with it. So yeah, I really like it. इसको भी link कर दूंगी नीचे if you want to check it out. Yeah, as I was saying, my skin skin started breaking out so much, but you can see my skin is doing all better now. एक्ने मेरे पूरे अच्छे ठीक हो गए हैं, सिर्फ डार्क स्पॉट्स रह गए हैं, वो भी ठीक हो जाएंगे विटामिन सी यूज करके. बट आई मेड अ सेपरेट वीडियो अबाउट दैट. सब कुछ बताया मैंने आपको कि समर्स में आपकी स्किन में, अगर आपकी एक्ने प्रोन स्किन है तो समर्स में क्या क्या मिस्टेक्स आप कर रहे हो जिसकी वजह से आपके एक्ने ना बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं, बिल्कुल कम होने का नाम नहीं लेंगे. एंड आई हैव आल्सो शेयर्ड माय current honest skincare routine. You can go and check the video out to know everything that you have to avoid in the summers, वरना आपकी स्किन बहुत ज्यादा ब्रेकआउट करने लग जाएगी, क्योंकि समर्स के टाइम पे स्पेशली ऑयली एक्ने प्रोन स्किन की बैंड बच जाती है. सो मेक श्योर यू चेक दैट वीडियो आउट. इट विल बी रियली हेल्पफुल फॉर यू. सो आई थिंक ऑल इन ऑल द मंथ वाज रियली कंफ्यूजिंग बट ब्यूटीफुल in its own ways, healing in some ways, traumatizing in some other ways. But here's one thing I'm proud of, and that is just showing up every day no matter what. No matter how many questions I have to answer every single day, I still show up, and I think I'm really proud of that, and I think you should be too. And with that, I just wish to step into the new month stronger and a little sassier. Now you tell me in the comment, how was your April 2025? What all challenges did you face and how did you overcome those? Let's spill the tea together in the comment section below. This is the SoFam shout out for today's video. I read and respond to every single comment, so drop all your questions and suggestions in the comment box below. I shall see you super soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.